Okay, I'll quickly introduce myself. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of people attending today, so we'll try to make it quick and as much as possible, we can answer all the possible questions you throw. So, first of all, my name is Wale Joseph. You can call me Joseph. You can call me Wale. I'm the founder of HackBio. So, if you have any questions, I'm probably suited to answer them. I'll be moderating this call alone. I currently reside in Germany. I'm a PhD student as well. So, but then I have experiences. Sorry, am okay? Yeah, I'm also a PhD student in computational biology and systems microbiology. I had a background in microbiology personally. But now I'm doing a lot of computational biology and bioinformatics and generally things that you probably also want to be able to do. So if you also have questions about how I transitioned, I mean, that's not the purpose of this call, but it's also one of the things I can answer later on. Anyways, going straight to the point, just as a way of introduction, can you introduce yourself if you're on the call? Just type it on the chat, introduce yourself, and let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Oh, strange. Ah, cool. Okay. Someone can hear me at least. Then I proceed. That means the recording is working. So again, welcome to HackBio. We This is an Ask Me Anything session, and I had to take over this session because I think I may be to answer any questions regarding the internship at the moment. Um, so the theme of the next internship that we're going to do is cancers, and we're going to be covering whatever range of cancers you guys have interest in. So we try to leave it open for you guys to decide if you are interested in breast cancer, ovarian cancer, lung cancer, liver cancer, or even rare cancers like pancreatic cancers and things that are related to children cancer, childhood cancer. So it's very diverse. Your own task is to just pick your interest and then we flow with you. Yeah. Okay, then, so again, welcome to HackBio. And at HackBio, we try to equip life scientists with modern technology skills and opportunities that are required for their career progression. So we always try to emphasize career progression at HackBio. You are not coming to HackBio to just have another thing on your certificate or just get another certificate or two or just have something on your CV. Our point is to actually give you the real skills that you need, that people are not that you need, but the skills people need outside here, right? The skills people need um, in the education sector, in the tech sector, in the academia, in government, basically all possible places where bioinformaticians can work or life scientists in general. We give you the skills that help you to progress, to actually progress to the next stage. So that's what HackBio is about. Um, we don't talk about career progression without usually showing our Hall of Fame. It's way more than this now. And we are in fact conducting a study on where most HackBio interns have transitioned to after now, and we have been seeing really, really amazing things. We are very happy with where they are. We would like to also increase this number of organizations and institutions covering all of the entire entire globe, right? So that's why we are setting up another internship, and we would love to have your stories on this board very soon. Okay, so let's talk about the internship briefly. So it's going to be a very short talk, but then it's more about you guys. Whatever questions you have, we're willing to answer them on this call. Okay, yep. So the internship is centrally themed on cancers, like I mentioned already. And it's a mix of individual learning and teamwork. So you are going to learn, you're going to solve some tasks, do some projects as an individual, just on yourself, right? Don't be scared. And you're going to learn as a team. So here's the cool thing about HackBio. You are always learning with a goal. There is a goal. There is a promotion. After you achieve a goal, there is also another next stage, right? And this progression gives you some kind of fulfillment, and it makes it like a game. So it makes it fun. And at the same time, you are learning at the same time. So you are both learning and having fun. You're at the same time meeting new people, learning new things, learning about their cultures and learning about their country, about their background. And usually people think it's not possible, but when we put them together and they have to deliver, yeah, it works in the end. So it's going to be 8 weeks, and there are 8 stages. So for by 8 stages, it also means there are 8 tasks. Now, out of these 8 tasks, we have divided it into 5 weeks. For the first 5 weeks are basically tasks. So these tasks are what I call mini projects. They're actually projects on their own right, but they are not projects that you can say you want to publish in a manuscript. They are in a journal. They are projects that help you to build your skills. They are projects that build you from the foundation, right? The very basics. You are solving them. You are building upon these skills. And in the end, for the final 3 weeks, usually we used to have one task 1 week, but for the final 3 weeks, we want to particularly focus on you working on a project from scratch, either as a team or as individual, depending on what you prefer. And then you do this project for 3 weeks, and by the end, we expect you have a preprint or publication. Don't worry about how it will happen. Just just trust us on that. We have done this. Not We've been doing this since 2020, so we know what to do. We know what to say. We know how to encourage you. We know how to build the skills for you, and you will have something by the end of 3 weeks. Also, except you're not interested in having a publication in the end, but most likely you are interested in that. Um, then I should also mention that there's round the clock management. So what differentiates us a lot is that you have someone that you can talk to anytime, right? Not just within the workspace, not just your teammate, but also someone with probably better insights than you, or someone who you can just talk to. Sometimes the pressure of the work is a lot, and you just need someone to talk to, right? We also provide us such kind of mentorship. And in the end, we have special prizes and gifts. We also got some sponsors that are willing to sponsor some awards for specific group of people, like women, like yeah, women in STEM. So some special prizes. I won't say much right now. Yeah. Um, Yeah, so in this particular internship, we are focusing on 5 things, actually. We're focusing on AMRs in cancer. AMRs mean antimicrobial resistance. So people in microbiology can also try to see, not just microbiology, but also public health, can also try to see how what they are doing daily, their efforts are being, how antimicrobial resistances influence cancers. We would also work extremely on biomarker discovery. So we'll try to develop a lot of biomarkers for specific kinds of cancer subsets, right? Getting the right biomarkers is very important for things like personalized medicine and personalized diagnosis. So getting the right biomarkers is going to be one of the priorities. We also want to focus on early stage biomarker detection, because this is once you detect cancers early, you have solved maybe 80 to 90% of the issue, right? But if it's not detected early, it's going to be a problem. So we are trying to focus on early stage biomarker discovery. Then we would also focus on machine learning and artificial intelligence. Um, yeah, this is also possible. We're going to do it in all in 8 weeks. And we're going to do drug discovery as well. Um, so all of these are embedded. We have the right mentors, we have the right people. We already onboarded them and they are willing to meet you. They're ready to work with you. They're ready to engage you. So if you have any questions, just prepare them. You can also type them on the chat box and then I will try to answer if I can. So yeah, I'll be willing to take your questions now. You can just raise your hand and unmute it, and I'll mention your name and then you unmute yourself, or you can simply type it on the chat box and then I take it from there. Okay. Looks like there is no question. I was so clear. Okay. Looks like there is no question. Okay. Okay then. I will ask you to unmute. Yeah.
Okay, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah, go.
So I just wanted to confirm that the skills that we're learning, although we're learning about cancer, can we also use it to do other like bioinformatic projects that are not about cancer? Because I
Yeah,
kind of joined the
yeah.
internship because I just finished a beginner course on bioinformatics, but I want to know how to like apply the skills towards creating projects and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, that's a very good question. Just as a little bit of insight, what's your background? What kind of, are you like a biologist or you're a computer scientist or?
No, I just finished studying microbiology.
Cool. So you have a microbiology background like me. Okay,
Mm.
that's yes, for sure. So you're going to be learning machine learning, for example. You
Okay.
pick a learning track. You're going to do drug discovery. You're going
Okay.
to do biomarker discovery, whatever. But then the principles are usually the same. What usually differs in most cases is how you think about is the problem and how you think about the problem. So, for example, the machine learning you learn here is the same thing as the machine learning you need, the same set of techniques you need if you're working in energy sector, if you're working in oil and gas sector, if you're working in finance, right? It's the same set of principles, but the set of problems and how you answer them and how you solve it and how you think about it is what differs. So most of the time, at the end of the day, you end up uh, knowing the core. So what you need to know is the core skills, and that's what we give you. And then on how to apply it, we would also give you certain case. I mean, at least one major case. No, no, not one. There are two major cases where you have to actually use the skills on real projects. Then from there, I think you should be able to also develop new ideas on your own, which I'm very sure should not be difficult. But of course, the skills can definitely be transferred even outside life sciences. Yeah, even outside life sciences. As a fun fact, I also consult for non-life science companies, so don't worry, it's definitely transferable. They are completely transferable skills. Okay, I will drop your hand and then I'll take some questions on the chat. So, Maram asked, what is the difference between the free and the paid? Because I still didn't get it. Okay, so that's why I tried to open this link. I would encourage you to visit internships.thehackbio.com if I can drop it for you here in the chat. So the difference is the last section of the website. For the So if you remember, I was saying on this side, sorry. Yeah, I was saying the internship is divided into 8 weeks, but two sections. So you have the mini project stage and you have the final capstone project stage. Um, for the free section is what's for the free, you have complete access to the 5 tasks. You are going to be able to solve, you receive guidance and solutions and grading for the 5 tasks. But then we won't be able to support you on the final project because the final project demands a lot of computational power, and we are going to procure that for you. In the past, we've had issues. When we used to do completely free, we've had issues with procuring servers. We used to try and get sponsorship in the past, but it's been a little bit hard because, yeah, the global economy is not so smiling. Yeah, and internet, web services, servers, cloud computing is not getting cheaper. So even many universities are finding it very hard to maintain. So we just had to think of a better way to solve this. And yeah, with the support of with really nice people they already paid, and we are setting up the bioinformatics server as we speak. As we speak. So yeah, you'll be able to complete the first stages, and then you get graded tasks. Maybe the mentors might not be able to also prioritize you, right? One-on-one troubleshooting you may not also have. Um, yeah, but generally, this is the difference. This is the difference. Um, Also, yeah, I think that was the question. I hope I answered your question, Maram. If not, you can probably unmute and ask me. So please, can you briefly go over what the internship offers? I joined late. Okay, I can quickly do that again. Well, yeah. So again, you can go to the website. Everything is out there. But then the internship definitely offers individual learning, teamwork, and of course, so when I say individual learning, I mean you are going to learn. We are going to provide not some, we are going to provide a complete learning package for you to start working with. We are going to tell you this is what you should study for this week, and this is the task for this week. So you are going to kind of learn, do, submit, grade, and get mentored again on top of all of that. Like get feedbacks from the mentors, right? And they can help you even if you are stuck. Uh, and of course, you work with teams. And by teams, I mean people like you, young scientists, maybe even older scientists, more experienced, who are also interested in learning bioinformatics. And then you work as a team to solve a single problem together. Sometimes a drug developer would have to work with a front-end bioinformatician. Sometimes a machine learning engineer would have to work with a biomarker developer. So basically, there's a lot of synergy, nexus, and interactions that will be going on in the internship. And of course, you would get mentorship, you get the bioinformatics servers that we were talking about the other time directly for you, or if you want as a team, you get one. Yeah, so this is what the internship offers. I don't know if I covered it properly, but yeah. Which programming language will be the focus? So we recommend R for this internship because one of the studies we conducted recently, we realized a lot of companies and a lot of professors are interested in R. Although it looks like Python is a major wave, but Python is very slow. It's very slow. And although machine learning and artificial intelligence is built on, many of them are built on Python, but people are transitioning. A lot of companies still recruit for R, and a lot of PIs, that is principal investigators, are looking for people skilled in R. So we focus on R. But if you know Python already before now, it's not a problem. Just go with it. It's not a problem. But then we teach you how to use R. That's what I'm saying. We teach you how to use it from scratch. You do projects with it. You visualize with it. You do statistical analysis with it. So just a lot of things to be covered. That's what I mean. Uh, da, da, da. Which programming? Yeah, I covered that. Please, how did you transition from microbiology into computational biology, and has it been like since? And I'm also in the same situation as you, started microbiology, but want to learn. Okay. This is I would see if I can answer this question after now, but this is one of the questions we would answer in the internship. We have a specific webinar for this, and we'll try to answer this. I'll tell you my story personally, and if you want to know about it, I yeah, you should join. Just try to join the internship. But then it's been fun. That's what I can say. It's been really interesting. You do what you love. If you love it, you do it. You would enjoy it, right? It's also the internship is also a good way to see if you would enjoy bioinformatics because maybe not everybody likes it. Maybe not everybody, not because you cannot do it, but enjoying it as work is another thing. Is there a certificate of participation? Definitely. For the free, we would offer certificate of participation, but not certificate of completion. Yeah. Do I need some prerequisite knowledge? No. We're going to teach you everything. We're going to teach you everything you need. What are some requirements? The only requirement, I think that was the only mistake we made on the website, is that you should have a laptop. Um, yeah, because you can't do it on the mobile phone. You should have a laptop and you should have motivation, enough motivation, dedication for 8 weeks. It's very, it's like a long time, right? 2 months, but then by the end you come out new. Honestly, you come out new. I would like to know if the internship is ideal for beginners at programming. Yeah, you would learn how to program in this internship, so it's ideal. Um, what would you advise us to do after the internship to ease transition into a bioinformatics career? There are several career webinars that you would attend in the internship, and this will be answered in the career webinars. Um, there is a guy coming from. There are two guys. One would be talking on the trends in cancer bioinformatics generally. Another guy will actually talk about how to move from industry, sorry, from undergraduate or masters into how to effectively transition from just being a master's or undergraduate right now to uh, a PhD if you want to go into academia PhD. And if you want to go into the industry, one of the mentors is an industry guy. So if you can also talk to him. He's a very nice person. I spoke to him already, and I enjoy speaking with him. So yeah, many of these things you get answers to it in the internship. Sorry, I may have missed it. Is knowing R or Python? No, it's not a prerequisite. You don't need to learn any programming language. We would teach you. It's part of our job to teach you how to code. Okay. Um, is there going to be a scholarship for the internship? So we are trying to see if we can get. Personally, we cannot offer because there is a cost to everything. There is a cost. What we tried to do was the early bird discount, which closed already, which offered 50% for everybody, but it closed, I think, Thursday, if I'm correct. So yeah, for that. But if there will be, okay, so someone is trying to raise. And, I've already enrolled, but I'm not able to see the dashboard. Yeah, so enrollment is not done on the dashboard. So this is what we try to avoid. A lot of people we will do the enrollment manually by ourselves because the last time we created the internship and we set it up, a lot of people tried to enroll in the ones that were old, and it was creating a lot of mistakes. So that's why we kind of said this time around we are going to fix it ourselves and enroll people manually. So sorry if you have not seen your name on anything. We have not processed anybody. We'll process you 1 week to the internship. You'll be enrolled in all the courses you need to be enrolled in and you get access to the workspace. So just be rest assured that we are in charge. We are in charge. We already have 100 people enrolled by now. So yeah. Yeah, there's certification for the free certificate of participation. I should be clear about that. Sorry. Does the internship follow particular time schedule or learn at your own? Yeah, so the internship is round the clock, like I mentioned. Everybody is working from around the world, usually. We already have people from China. So I'm just trying to give you like the broadest time zones. We have people from the United States, or no, Canada. I think Canada is way far. And then we have people from Australia and China. So that's to tell you it's not possible for me, even as a convener, to be awake all the time, right? To be awake throughout. But the internship continues to run in a way. So that's also why we have mentors from a broad range of time zones. We have people from a broad range of time zones. We have, uh, so in a way, summer, you can work, you can always have someone that can help you if you are stuck. Two, you always have your teammates from all over the world. Someone is always online. Yeah, so you always have someone somewhere ready to help you. So you can learn personally at your own pace. The only thing that matters to us is that you finish the task. You learn and you finish the task. You improve your skills. So apart from that, I think you can work at your own pace. If you want to work in the midnight, go for it. If you want to work in the morning, early, fresh morning, go for it. Yeah. Which softwares do we learn in this program? Okay, so you want to know the software. So I saw someone raise hand just now. I wanted to tell the person to talk, but
No, sorry, I was the one raising my hand. I already dropped it because you already answered the question that I wanted to ask.
I see. Cool, cool. Which software? So I can't really tell you what software you will learn right now because there's a lot. There's a lot of things you will learn. You will learn not just software, but also how to programmatically access some databases. You learn how to use APIs. You learn how to use, and it also depends on your learning track. So you'd have to pick a learning track because you cannot possibly learn all the possible things. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's very complex. So you have to find a defined learning path and then follow it. And then so there's a lot of things you will learn. I can't really say this and that. So for example, you learn the TCGA. You learn the TCGA database. Now you learn R. You learn how to use R to programmatically access the TCGA website. Just to answer the next question coming in. Yeah. You learn how to use R to programmatically access it. You will learn for if you're in drug discovery, you learn if you're in drug discovery, you learn how to use some molecular docking software, some quantitative structure activity relationship tools. So it's quite wide. And it's not specific to cancer. I wouldn't say it's specific to cancer. It's so the tools can be used, for example, for non-communicable diseases like diabetes, like malaria, or infectious disease, even if you want. So the tools can be used anywhere. However, we are just trying to address the problems in cancer. Like our projects will be centered around cancer. So that's I hope I answered your question. What do you mean by selecting a learning track? Don't worry, you would get to know this when you get into the internship. But the learning tracks, these are the 5 learning tracks, because you'd have to maybe be a drug developer, you would have to be a biomarker discover developer as well, or data engineer, or front-end bioinformatician, or a public health epidemiologist. So all of this would because each one has its own project and it has its own set of skills that lead to giving you the specialization. So we can't, if you want to do everything, it's not really possible. It takes years to actually learn one of them. But then we kind of try to compress it and give you the core set of skills that you need to arrive at a project as soon as possible. So it doesn't make sense to compress more than one at a time. Um, Does a free course track participant be able to participate in the final project? No. Unfortunately, no. You won't be able to participate in the project if you're on a free track, just because we cannot support. We are unable to provide support for your for a lot of things that you would need. Yeah, we have to. So what we are doing is we are actually, so when you pay, you are not paying you are paying to fund the project, right? You are paying to fund the resources that you'll be using for the project, right? You are not paying to fund HackBio in a way. HackBio itself is free, wants to do it for free, but we try to provide a lot of other free things around the internship, but there are some things we cannot cut because we are not the owners. For example, the workspace we are using is Slack. We are not the owner of Slack. You'll be using Google Cloud Services. I don't know anybody in Google, so it's a way of we are just an intermediary. We acquire the resources for you, share it with everybody, and then everybody uses it over time. And then we have everybody's happy at the end, right? We get our projects, we get our papers in the end. So what's the maximum learning track? I would say one. People have tried to do two. I will be sincere. People have tried to do two, but it's too much. That's what I would advise. It's too much. We allow you in the beginning to choose, right? The first one or two stages, it's kind of you are free to explore, literally. You are free to explore based on the task, based on the learning materials, you are free to explore. But then over time, you have to pick the one that interests you the most. Okay. So you're saying this internship entails bits of each of the... No. It's not bits. It's you pick one and you focus on that one. You don't have to take bits from drug discovery, from biomarker, from data science, from front end. It's not making sense. You pick one and focus on it for now, right? We are planning already on the next internship after this one, most likely next year. But we would see you can come back and learn another major learning track if you're interested. But I think by then we want you already in your next career phase. If you are coming, then maybe you are coming to sponsor and you guys give a lot of people scholarships. But then for now, this is what we advise, that you stick to one. Yeah. Okay, thanks for the answer. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Looks like there's no more questions. I will stop sharing my screen now. Okay. Then, really nice talking to you guys. If there will be no more questions, okay, I'm free. Go ahead. Yeah, I should also mention, sorry, the free internship is now, you can now register for the free side of the internship for the free. Yeah, it's already open since yesterday. A lot of people already registered, so please go ahead and register. For the selection of a learning track, don't worry. Like I said, when you get into the internship, you are free to explore within the first 2 weeks, right? But if you don't want to explore, if you already know what you are interested in, just go for it. But if you want to explore, there is also the space for that. So you should know that it's not a typical
Hello,
class.
sir.
Yeah. Oh, just give me a minute. So you should also understand that it's not a classroom and you are not restricted in what you can do, in what you can explore. We were on a tight schedule. I would have invited some of the previous people who were on the internship previously, so I could have invited them, but we are kind of on a tight schedule, and but then you are free. That's what I'm saying. You are free. explore. Feel free to choose. Feel free to, but then in this freedom, try to quickly decide, right? You just have to decide in the end, right? Even though you are free, but just decide as early as possible, and focus is good, focus is good. Humphrey, please go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
All right. My question is, I am a graduate school hopeful, let's say, applicant. I'm trying to apply to graduate school. So, and I believe this internship I want to use as part of my probably research experience in that field.
Mm-hmm.
Like my research area happens to be biomarker discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I saw the internship, I was like, okay, fine, this could be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Although I also have a small interest in drug discovery, but I think I will just stick with biomarker. Like you said, you should just pick one and focus on one.
Mm-hmm.
But my question now is, will it be possible to add you, or I don't know, as the person in charge of the entire program as part of my recommenders to my graduate school?
Yeah, so we also provide this kind of help to people, because this is one of the reasons why we are here. We want to push you to your next career stage. So we gladly offer this kind of assistance. But you know the drill with writing recommendation letters. You probably have to write it first, and then we help you to write it better. But then we also generally recommend that first pick your actual supervisors in the university system, because that kind of holds more weight. Not because, of course, we
Yeah,
supervised you in a way from here as well, but the university system is still much more recognized by universities because they are co-universities. So we recommend that you have that. But then if you have, for example, have to submit like 3 or 4 recommenders, you can make us the third or the fourth, and we can put in a
that
word for you.
uh, that's my plan
Mm,
actually,
mm,
to have it, because it will like signify what I'm doing currently.
mm.
Since I graduated from, so that's why I wanted to like just ask if you could be kind enough to be part of my recommender. So not like I'm just saying I'm going to use HackBio as all of them, but at least one out of the three.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
All right. Thank you. That would be my question.
You're welcome. Looks like we got some more questions. Okay, for the learning tracks. Anyways, it's ask me anything, so I'm open to answering anything. For the learning tracks, is there going to be a breakdown? Yeah, there's going to be a breakdown. But the thing is, so it's a form of game as well. So when you are playing a game, you don't see the end from the beginning. If you see the end from the beginning, it gets boring. Yes, it's nothing much interesting. But the thrill of not knowing what's coming up next is also one of the things we like to hold on to and keep you motivated somehow. I know you want to have an idea at the end, but we'll try to give you an idea, an overview, but you don't, how do I put it? You don't get to see everything as a whole. We give you an idea. Yeah, let me put it that way. Are you saying that our projects will be published? Yeah, by you. Except you don't want it to be published. By you, it should be. And maybe you can check PubMed. If you search PubMed or Google Scholar, you probably, and search for HackBio, you will see some articles popping up. So yeah, uh, we know what you are talking about. I'm kind of interested in doing masters. So you have to be sure. You don't have to be kind of. Do you think the internship would help as a starting point? Yeah, yeah. I can tell you for free, it would help. To choose the learning track, will we be able to see the modules in the tracks? Yeah, let me put it that way. Yeah, to some extent you would see. To some extent you would see. When will this program start? September 1, September the 1st. It's also on the website. I should post it again. So it starts September 1. And on September 1, we start? Will we be able to, when will the program start? Which track will be closest to pharmacology network analysis? That's a very tough one. I think pharmacology is as close as possible to drug development because pharmacology is, but then if you want to think about things like toxicity, maybe biomarkers are also good. Network analysis, I would say, yeah. Network analysis is complex and can go for anything, you know. So yeah, just go for pick something. Just pick something. Drug discovery, maybe. Maybe. I already did the early bird registration, but I didn't get a follow-up. As I'm registered, how can I confirm this? Can you send me your email privately right now, the email you use for registration, and I can confirm it for you. But you should know that we have not done any enrollment for anybody. What we just did is to get, that's why it's called early bird. We just needed some form of initial momentum to kind of set up the base for the internship, and we already have that by now. We are somehow full. We are somehow full. We are close to being full. Let me put it that way. Oh, sorry, I'm sending it direct. I'm sending the link directly to. That shouldn't be. Yeah. Would we be the one to fund the publication? It depends on the kind of journal. It depends. We try to help, but try not to go for journals. And there are a lot of free open access journals that don't request funds. So, and also there's the option of preprints. So preprints are also well recognized these days. So you can also explore that. Out of the different tracks, which parts would you recommend to medical students to enroll in? It depends on your interest. Honestly, I kind of recommend it's your interest. If you're interested in some doctors are interested in drug discovery, go for it. If you're interested in more maybe mechanisms of how diseases happen, I would say go for biomarker discovery. If you're interested in machine learning, go for machine learning. I don't know what you mean by pathways. Yeah, I get it, TT. So, yeah, okay, I received your message. I just quickly confirm. Okay, yeah, TT, you are enrolled. We received it. I can confirm it. For someone that's studying,
Sorry, can I say something, please?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I actually paid for that early bird registration. I paid using Flutterwave, but I didn't get a follow-up or nothing. Then I sent a follow-up mail, and I think I got a response some days later but I could not even
You could know what?
complete the registration. Hello?
Yeah, I can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, try to talk now. Yeah.
Good. I said I paid for that early bird using Flutterwave, and I sent the receipts to HackBio 2020 at Gmail. But I didn't get a follow-up, nothing.
You did not get a follow-up?
Like, okay, maybe an account has been created or so. So I even sent a message on Instagram because your LinkedIn page, I could not send a message to you on LinkedIn. I sent a message on Instagram.
Really?
I
And
got a
you
mail
did not
that
get a
I got it.
response?
You said?
You did not get a response?
Yeah, I got a response, but the response was I can't even explain it because I it said, okay, when the program fully starts, that will confirm that, okay, that I'll be registered for it. But I get no, should I say login details or portal?
Yeah,
Nothing.
that's
I
what
just pay.
That's what I've been saying. Enrollment is manual. We are not opening the enrollment to every because initially we made it publicly open in the last internship. We made it publicly open, and when people enrolled, they had So there were people who enrolled properly, but then there were people who did not register, follow the proper registration procedure, and got enrolled. And somehow they were expecting us to follow up on that. So that's why now we are doing the enrollment manually in-house by ourselves. You don't need any registration details. You don't need any login details. The only thing you need right now is your email.
Okay,
And
please confirm. I sent you my email. Please confirm if it's there.
you said your email you said it has been confirmed already.
No, just
Let me
confirm,
quickly
please.
check. Anyways, let me check. Yeah. Okay, I can find your email, and I can also find the response to your email here. The message you sent.
Thank you.
And
That was, I thought it was a
but
bit
yeah,
scary
don't be
because
scared. Don't be scared.
no response.
Don't be scared. But you got a response.
I had to like,
The
yeah, I
what
had to like go through all your
you
social media handles everywhere, Twitter.
Twitter, really? I hope someone is not hacking our account somewhere, or someone is not using our name, because I'm not sure I received any message on Twitter. Maybe someone, but I'm not sure.
Following you guys on Twitter. I
Although
even commented
there are also other
on your
people
last
who are
post on
stuck.
Instagram.
Huh?
I even
Hmm.
commented on your stuff like that. I just wanted to be sure because I felt I think I actually saw because there was a graduate student that I actually saw that puts HackBio internship in their profile. So I was like, that means these guys are legit and genuine. So how come I'm not getting a response or anything? So maybe that
Okay.
or something.
Okay. Anyways, maybe another time we'll try to think of a better way to avoid this kind of issues, where at least you get a form of response, maybe. And also,
Yeah, like okay, your payment has been received from HackBio or something, not just Twitter with receipt.
okay, we'll try to find a way to fix it. Don't worry.
All
Yeah.
right.
Can I check if I'm enrolled as well? Uh, just okay. I'll do it this way. Send a mail to um, send a mail to oh no, not a direct email. Not a direct message. Yeah. Just send a mail and someone will respond to you. I can't respond to all possible. We have less than 10 minutes. I can't respond to all possible checks right now. But yeah, we can definitely check. I can check if I'm enrolled. Will you help us in article writing? So I'm not going to write the article for you. You are going to write the article. What I said we will provide is guidance while you are writing it. When you write, someone will review, check some things out, suggest some things you can add, and then you improve upon it. So we're not going to sit down and write it for you. I don't think it's ethical. Academic standard is not ethical. How can I enroll as well? Visit the website. We'll send the recording of this meeting as well as some of the links you need to you after we are done. So you get probably, and of course we are recording this so you can get to respond. I'm sorry, you can get to watch everything from scratch again. What's the last date? So usually how we do it is that we try to accept payments until the last day, but this time around, we are probably going to close 1 week to the internship start date. So using that 1 week, we would finalize all the enrollments, we'll finalize all the payments, we'll finalize all the workspace that you need to use, and including the cloud services. So everything will be set up during this 1 week. So it's going to be, I would say, 1 week before September 1. That would be like, let me check because I don't have it in my head. That would be August 25th or 26th. Yeah. I really don't know about that right now. That for someone that studied medical microbiology and wants to transition into bioinformatics, which are the learning tracks? Okay, I would say, so the question of learning tracks, I cannot really answer for you. I can recommend, but then it's still down to your personal interest, right? If you're in medical microbiology, maybe you want to, are you interested in diagnostics? Are you interested in epidemiology? If you're interested in epidemiology, AMRs in cancer is a very straightforward way. If you're interested in visualization, I would say go for bioinformatics front end bioinformatics. It's something new we are trying to also check out because there's a lot of opportunities and jobs in this area these days. There's a lot of no coding tools and no coding or zero coding tools that are basically simple implementations of a very simple tool that we are going to show you. And you can also build your own no code tools, right? So all of this you get to play around with. Yeah, so I would say I would stop now. If I don't stop, the questions will just keep coming. There's nothing to master, don't worry. Tohib, there's nothing to master. Just come as you are with your computer. At least try to know how to operate a mouse and a keyboard. I think that's the basic bare minimum that you need. And of course, how to also connect to the internet. But you can connect already because you're already on Zoom. So I would say 90% ready. Yeah. Okay, then. It's nice talking to you guys. If you have any questions, please send a mail to the emails I have already suggested. And if you are still interested in knowing about the internship, visit this website. So have a nice day, everybody. We'll try and send the recordings. If you're interested in watching again, kindly watch again. If not, then see you on September 1st. Bye.